Wait, so you said that you just make yourself cry?
No, sometimes you just need a good cry. My eyes tear very easily, so it's not always like crying. Like people will see me like when it's like cold out and windy, it looks like I'm crying a lot.
You do have a very like not sad face, but easily could be upset face.
Yeah, like that emoji with the big eyes.
Yeah, you're kind of like
I give that vibe.
sad anime.
Yeah, and it's just that I have big eyes.
Sure, but
right? Not.
I mean, wait, were you gonna make a? I thought you were gonna make a racial slur. It was like, no, it's not because I thought you were gonna say
no, not one of those jokes.
I thought you were gonna go very out of control there for a second.
You just sat down.
You just sat down.
I have to get comfortable before I get racist.
You know what? You sound just like my Aunt Deb.
Yeah?
She
Deb seems like she's comfortable everywhere.
She has to sit down and be like, you know what? I need a cup of tea, and then I will start talking about who lives on my block, and I don't.
You definitely have a racist Aunt Deb.
I have well, no, she's not racist. I have a couple.
Shout out Deb. We'll put her Instagram handle
What
here.
I will say is, oh man, that's the last thing I need is like my family members understanding how Instagram and Facebook and Twitter works. I don't need anything like that. However, I would enjoy my Uncle John having a Twitter.
Wait, back to Deb.
What about her?
So she comes into a family function.
Well, no, she's not the racist one. I would say the most racist one is like my Uncle John.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand like why certain people have certain opportunities over certain people. So like if
what kind of people?
He's like, he's not a big affirmative blaction type of guy.
Oh.
He's like if somebody else gets a job over him because he's just like, well, why would they get it?
But he's dumb, right?
He's not the smartest guy, but he is a good dude. He's a good guy, just not the smartest guy in the world.
Is he hot?
Is John hot? I would say objectively no. He kind of looks like the bottom of a shoe. in the best way possible.
What is the best way of looking like? Does that mean he's dirty all the time?
Yes, constantly
has gum stuck on him?
Constantly dirty. My Uncle John is constantly filthy.
Is he married to Deb or is that different?
No. He's
I wish
Deb's,
they were together.
He's Deb's brother.
Oh, that makes sense.
And John was also
together.
He's built like a weird
bottom of a shoe is not
tank kinda. And he would constantly rip out the collars of his shirts and wear. He was also
jacked or fat jacked.
He was jacked for a while, but now he's like kind of fat jacked. He's short. He's short and like,
someone you're related to is short.
Weird. Yeah, I know.
Is that how that works?
That's kind of that's genetics.
Is Deb short?
No, Deb's a little tall.
It's a little tall to someone like you.
Wow, man, you fucking whale.
Yeah. Sorry, forgot your booster seat in the Nissan Rogue.
I'm surprised that car could even drive with all that fat you were hauling in there.
It didn't.
It did stuck. It was stuck for a little bit. Jesus Christ. I'm here with Jamie Pappas, who hosts This Should Be Good and another open mic at Orleans, The Wet Mic. And she has her one and only amazing OnlyFans, Go Birds Babe. Thank you for being here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Sorry,
I'm glad.
I cried already.
Yeah, you fucking cried already. I'm sorry you dealt with a barrage of weird messages in the morning. That was wild to have someone just lead super hard with that. Which I could only imagine having an OnlyFans, you will get that more often than not.
I've become desensitized to some of it. I'm really open to chatting on the OnlyFans. I think it like gets people more comfortable. But this was to give your listeners some background as to what happened. Basically when you sign up for my subscription, you get an automatic message.
Yeah.
It just says,
what is the automatic message? Is it like, hello, babe?
Relax.
What's up, girl?
Chill out. Yeah, what's up, girl?
Yeah, just saying what's up, girl would be better.
It says something like, thanks for supporting me, because I do mean that, because the OnlyFans allows me to do more comedy.
Sure.
So it's, thanks for supporting me. Let me know what you're into. Like, Go Birds, babe, XOXO, something very basic.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, the response I got so mind you, to put it in context, this person, I tweeted something at 8:30 a.m. He subscribed probably at 8:34 a.m. Hit with the automatic message.
Damn.
And it immediately said, I forget the beginning of it, but it did say.
Wasn't it like very nice? Like, oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Yes, you're so very sexy. I love blowing my load to you. Wish I could see your butthole. Oh no, wish I could see your asshole and nipples. Wish they were here.
Wish they
were here. Wish they were here. Me too, dog. Me too. wish you were here. Like he's on a beach vacation.
He's like he's having a great time. Like, wish your butthole was here.
Yeah, already plugging someone else. I sent the screenshot to Blake Wexler, and he put in quotes, "Life is a beach."
It's pretty great. We just ordered margaritas. I wish your nipples were here.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why are you here?
So specific. Not all of my tits.
Yeah, just the nipples. Just the butthole.
I did respond.
Yeah.
I said good morning to you.
As you do.
Too. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to chat.
Sure.
But I'm also a person, so I think they get the messages and just panic.
I think, I don't think it's not that I don't think that you're a person. I think that they just think you're some like slut bot for the most part.
Right, but I don't even get naked. Like I literally talk about sports. Like I may have a bra and a jersey on, but I'm like talking about ERAs and they're like, yes, show me your butthole.
But then again, if I signed up for OnlyFans and someone was like, yo, this chick talks about stats, I'm like, that's what's up. Let me see that. But in my head, I'm like, when's the butthole coming?
Yeah.
It's like my head would be like, this is a great movie. I wonder when the butthole. I guess I would have shown
butthole had we won the World Series. Blame the Astros.
Man.
Astros.
Damn, assholes more like it.
Definitely.
So wait, if you had won, that would be...
No, I'm not getting naked.
No, I'm not saying that you should get naked. What I am saying is, if we had won the World Series and you showed butthole, and then as the Eagles are winning, your subscription is going up.
Well, I'm like,
she's gonna fucking lose her mind.
My theory on all that is, so I said this to someone who was like, once I get naked, there's no going back. There's no putting that away.
No.
Once your nipple's out, you can't put it back.
You can't.
Right. So it's like people talk about how cheap they like.
It's Pandora's box. Like you cannot.
I could never wear a shirt again.
Yeah, you'd have to walk around like that.
No, I like talking to people. I like the content. I like the support from my Twitter followers.
Sure.
But that's just not my wheelhouse. That's not my thing.
Got you.
But everyone has a price.
But I'm just saying, like, those guys don't. Even if you explain that,
right,
they're never gonna get it.
Some of them do. There's a holdout. Like they're like, I wish you got naked.
Yeah,
but I think the subtlety is more fun when it feels real and we're like sexing. Like,
sure.
Even in real life, like I'm not just sending whole pics to dudes I'm seeing. Unless.
I was gonna say unless.
Oh boy.
What is the unless?
Oh no, I've had guys like that I was seeing like requests insane things, and I'll be like, read that text back to yourself and send it to your mother.
What is an insane thing? What is an insane? Because honestly, saying someone's like, "Good morning, how are you? Beautiful day out. Yeah, let me see that nipples and butthole." Like that is
specific.
That is a very insane thing to leave with in the morning.
You don't want to see my pussy? Like
no. No.
Not anything else. Blur everything.
I don't want to see one lip on you. I want to see
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh my God.
What am I, a pervert? Let me see that butthole. I
just want to see the functioning part.
He's very anatomic. It's like, I need to see your rectum. Yes. I need to see inside of your body.
Oi. Shout out. I appreciate all my fans.
That'd be funny if he was like an actual doctor. He's like, look, I just
He's like, I'm concerned. I watched your other video.
Yeah, I saw
where you bent
something.
over and I was...
you might want to get that mole checked out. I need to see your butthole. I'm a doctor. He's got a federal booby inspector. He's like, I'm a doctor.
He's like at the Wildwood Boardwalk purchasing it right now.
He's like, yeah, dude, that's how I'll get her. I'm just a doctor. He's got one of those old timey like reflective things on his head. He's just like, I need to see.
He has a box of toys probably.
So wait, what is the most insane thing?
That a guy that I was talking to, I mean, it's not that insane. For me, I wouldn't say like a prude, but I don't feel the need to like show certain things that I don't find sexy. Like if it's not a turn on for me, I'm not going to share it too. So
understandable.
Like when a guy's like just the obsession with like a close up of my nipples, I'm like,
that
I'm just like, are you good?
I don't.
Like,
how many people are like, yo,
all
zoom
the time.
in.
All the time I get, wish you showed your nipples, would love to see nipples.
You could easily take a picture of anybody's nipple. I
will respond, Google tits. Like that's literally what I say back. Well, and I'm happy they're supporting sex work. I'm happy they're supporting creators. So I do tell them there are plenty of creators out here that have what you want. It's not me. Because what you want is so fucking weird.
Can you please zoom in closer?
Yeah, no, I did have a guy I was actually like seeing for a while. Like we hooked up for a long time. Like always just hooked up, never really dated. And one day he asked me like so specific, like, and like I was always happy to like give him what he wants, whatever. Like we're always messing around. And this person's seen all of my body, but one day he was like, "Get on your knees in front of your full length mirror. Turn around." So I was like, what is like cha-cha slide? Like full instructions.
Take it back now, y'all.
Yeah. Spread your cheek one time. That's basically what he said. He was like, turn around. And he was like, just wanted to see like inside. And I was like,
wait, just wanted to see.
Like, just whole only.
Whole only. Now that's a website we should start. Whole only. It's just close-ups and nothing else.
I obviously did not oblige because I got the text and just
So wait, this is a guy you were hooking up with and he was like, yo, take some sexy
The thing
pics.
is he's a good-looking guy.
Sure.
Big, tall. No one's ever probably said no. And I immediately was like, what?
Way to shut him down.
Well, not even that. I just was like, this isn't even sexy. Like, I don't even think you know what you're asking for.
I don't think they do either. I think it is because of the fact that, like, you know, if you see a naked chick, you're like, okay, that's great. And then people are like,
now
what's the next level of what I can see?
Inside, like my small intestine.
I don't think guys, they think that's what, like, is hot. And it's like, it gets to a point where you're like, I don't know if I even really knew what I was getting into.
I told my girlfriends this weekend. I had a guy on OnlyFans ask me a question. I haven't heard this since truly middle school. He asked me what my bra size was.
That's awesome.
And I said something like, I straight up asked him, I was like, does a combination of letters and numbers turn you on? Like, there's no way. I was like,
he's a robot.
Well, my friend was like, he must get so horny during bingo. Like, he can't play bingo. Like, he can't. Because I truly was like, what is the point in asking me that question? I was like, you see photos of me, like, oh, do you make bras? Like, what?
He might be, you know? Like, you don't know anybody's walk
no, he
of
obviously
life.
totally caved and was like, I don't know why I asked that, like, blah, blah. And I was like,
I'm actually 6 years old.
I was like, you have to pay to chat with me. Why would you waste your time on a dumbass question?
Guys don't know what to say. They don't know what to say.
Size?
What is your bra size?
I just made up a combination.
Yeah, it's
like my middle school locker.
Actually, to tell you the truth, if I asked what someone's bra size was and they said a combination of letters, I'd be like, oh.
Right, that's what I mean. What are you saying that?
I don't know. I don't know what
I could have said something insane.
The only thing I know is, like, you know, D's are big.
Right, that's
A's
the only
are
thing
small.
people know.
Everything in between, I'm like, that could be hot.
I should have told him something wildly, like, I'm uneven, depends what store I'm buying from.
The right one is 34D, the other one is 6A.
But when I have my period, it changes.
Yeah. Oh my God. If you had, it was like, you would blow people's minds.
I should have told
They
him
wouldn't
everything.
get it at all.
Yeah.
It's like on a bad day, the left one is a little bit bigger.
I know I'm like supposed to just go along with what most of the questions I get asked are
but
because that's part of it, but I don't.
I mean, I guess more people would appreciate that too with your stern honesty. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think they want it till they get it.
Sure.
Guys think they want honesty all the time. They're like, yeah, of course, be honest. Like, what do you think? And then I say something and they're like, well, I didn't even.
I would think that most people don't want honesty. They just want what benefits them. They want what benefits anything they're doing at the time. They want validation. They don't want honesty. They want to be like, I know I'm right, but just admit that I'm right.
They'll say, like, I want honesty, and then I'll respond, and then the response is always not an excuse, but, and then blah, blah, whatever it is. I'm like, you didn't want honesty then, and that's fine. Like, I would never send someone a picture and be like, full honesty. Like, I'd be like, no, tell me I'm
crazy.
fine. Let's move on.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever sent any picture of myself and be like, yo, be straight up.
Tell me about my body.
Honestly, I know what I have. I want to know what I know. I want it validated.
Yeah. And I appreciate people being vulnerable and all these things. A lot of the questions. I will say most of the people on OnlyFans, super respectful, super kind, like super nice conversations. Like some of them lean a little sexy-ish.
Yeah.
But I do talk about sports a lot with guys.
I mean,
they'll message me like about a game and I'm happy to chat about a game.
I just do think it is funny because, like, if guys are on OnlyFans the way that, like, in my head, I would be on OnlyFans.
Which is what?
Which is like, I have multiple tabs open.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm on OnlyFans, I've got
one nipple on each tab.
I've got a drum kit going on here. I'm not like just like, oh, OnlyFans is what I'm going off to. And like, no,
I'm truly not trying to be an idiot, but what do you mean? What, like a different person on each tab? Like, what do you mean?
No,
different
if I'm on OnlyFans.
Don't say no like that.
No.
What the fuck you're saying.
Whoa, don't cry. What I'm saying is, if I have the tab of OnlyFans open,
right?
I have Pornhub open, and I have other things like, I'm getting a little, it's all fucking topics.
I see.
It's just like, I got a little of this, got a little of that, got a little. But
I see. Your attention deficit when it comes to jerking off.
My thing is, if I'm jerking off and I'm like.
Please don't motion. I get it.
Yeah, whatever. I talk with my hands. The Alamo. Fuck it.
Never
what
forget.
I'm saying is, if I'm jerking off, and I'm watching porn, and then I'm talking to you like, oh my God. It's like, anyway, how do you
How
think
many hands do you have?
I'm an Indian god.
You get like one of those robot arms to do the dick
That would
part?
be sick as hell.
What if it like, I don't know.
I've often thought about have you ever seen, Danny, have you seen those like weird things that like, they're like the blowjob machines?
Like we understand the motion. You don't have to.
Yeah. Dad Meat had a auto blow.
That's right. They did have an
Sponsorship.
auto blow.
Auto blow.
I don't think I'd ever, because my biggest fear would be like that going like sentient.
And telling you how small your dick
It's
is.
just like, you have a small dick, and then ripping it off, and then that's how I die. I think that's my biggest fear is like,
some guys want that, I think.
that's terrible.
Well, I was thinking that too with the robot arm like pinching your skin.
Yeah, that would be fucked up.
But you could use the robot arm for the messaging. You could like Stephen Hawking. Please do not show that anywhere.
What was that?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just a little Stephen Hawking. I'm going to keep
was
going.
it?
That's typing
Is
in the one laptop.
Is that with one laptop?
No, it was the Night at the Roxbury Stephen Hawking thing I just said.
I just wouldn't, I don't think I would allow a computer to talk for me.
Oh, yeah.
I would do it. But a computer to jerk my dick, I think I would even be a little bit more weary about.
Really?
I think, yeah. I mean,
but what level computer? I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with the auto blow. Is it sort of like a fleshlight?
Kind of, but like it has like speeds and like I think it goes
so it's just like a male vibrator, but
for the most
inverse.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like imagine like a donut with speeds.
I'm picturing.
Just imagine a fast donut.
Got it. Okay, understood.
Don't laugh at me.
I don't want to Google it. But
I don't
think
get the donut.
No,
Yeah, neither
'cause
do
there's
I.
a hole in it. You put your dick in there.
So the auto blow looks like an Xbox that you stick your dick into. That's what it looks like.
That's more machine than I want.
Yeah, you guys are getting.
That's
further from
more
the
machine than I want. We're getting farther away from God.
Have you ever had sex with a woman?
Yes.
Have you ever been auto blown?
Yeah.
Isn't that roadhead? That's just another word for roadhead now.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
You're fucking killing
I
it.
love auto blowing. This podcast.
Have you ever gotten roadhead?
Have I got it?
Yeah. Have you ever
I want
had
to decline the answer this question. Have I ever crashed my car? Yes.
third accident?
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
What was the question? No, finish it.
I'm just
sorry,
saying,
I'll answer a true
because I've gotten roadhead before, like, and I've
Cool.
also
Sick.
tried to go down on a chick while she was driving,
Yeah.
and it's like,
That's really dumb.
I know.
Unless you're bad at it, I'm sure it went fine then.
I mean, I had her
Like, if there was
leg
no-
over top of my head.
And your hands were on the pedals.
Well, she was using her other foot. It was fucking weird.
Were you guys driving somewhere you could have just waited?
Yeah,
Was it
but we're
fun?
fucking dumb. Yeah, fucking, you're like fucking 25. You're doing whatever.
That's like older than I thought you were going to say. It's like too old to risk.
No,
Like, just-
that's how you want to die. That's the best way to go out.
So her pants were like fully down because that's always thing.
Well, no, she was wearing a skirt. She was wearing a skirt. So she hiked it up.
Okay, slut. Cool.
Yeah, dude. She was ready. She was ready for some sort of auto fucking at some point in time.
I'm gonna say not really, and I don't mean this disrespectfully.
Here we go.
But you can fit to do that.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you for pointing.
You have a special set of skills.
Thank you for pointing out the way God made me. For
No, like
eating a chick's pussy while driving.
In a good way.
Yeah, great. That's fucking great.
A lot of people are looking for that.
Look, I'm not on your only. I don't need to be disrespected here. I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
You like that?
I'm not here to be just.
You
First
like
off,
that,
can
you
you zoom
short
in?
fucking
Can you zoom in
twat?
on butthole, please? It's a beautiful day.
Did she come?
No. It was more like this is fun and stupid,
Yeah.
and that was.
Was she good at driving with her left foot? That's right.
No, it was actually kind of weird. We were on a back road, so like there was.
So you could have.
There were no. Yeah, there was just. We were just driving around, like.
Were you
fucking
dating this person?
No,
How many times did you bang?
a couple
Like-
times. But I mean, we drove. So we were driving to go somewhere to bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we were driving in this back road on the way to this like weird stone parking lot to bang in.
And this was when you were 25.
Oh no, sorry, 28.
Oh, worse.
Sorry. Sorry.
Did neither of you have home? I don't know how to ask that.
Where is your sense of adventure?
I don't need.
Have you ever banged outside?
What's outside? You know, who's to say?
Outside.
Who's to say?
Outside.
No.
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 What?
Much like the eye drop thing, I don't like being dirty. I don't need to be dirty.
You don't have to get dirty outside.
No, I don't think so. No.
Confused.
Why?
I
I
don't
told you
know.
I'm like kind of prude.
I mean,
Not prude. I've just never been in a situation where I needed to fuck a homeless man like yourself.
thank you. I'm just trying to think of like, so you've never been like with a dude on like a hike or something and then started fooling around and then just banged outside? You've never been in that situation?
So specific.
Because I'm
Fooled around,
The only reason I'm saying is because I know you take a lot of nature photos.
I go by myself all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Well,
I don't bring men to bang while I go bird watching. You got to stay quiet.
Well, maybe you should start
I'm not
bird
trying to
watching while you're
scare
bird
away
watching.
the warblers. Are you kidding?
Warblers?
Yeah, you wouldn't even get it.
I wouldn't. All your ornithological fucking
You
terms.
like that word. It's the second time you've used that word.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what jizz is?
Excuse?
It's an ornithological term.
Why? But you don't know what a warbler is? It's like a pretty common type of bird.
I know what a turkey is.
I
I know what a goose is, and you're being a silly one. I know what a fucking eagle is. They lost.
I've fooled around outside. I don't like yes or no on any of the sex questions. Like I blew someone in a covered bridge. What? Is that what you want to hear? Because that's true.
That right there is fine.
Okay, I went to high school in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Who
you
didn't do
blow
that?
someone in a covered bridge. That's fucking colonial mouthfuck. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
I have worse stories. I obviously just don't like totally sharing them.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, I do.
Or then do it.
We'll save it for later.
That's
Covered bridge thing is
classic.
pretty funny.
How did you blow someone in a covered bridge?
With my mouth?
Understandable. I'm just saying.
How did you do it?
Well, I'm just saying, walking through
No,
a
I
covered.
brought an auto blow
Yeah,
and
I was
let
gonna
him
say,
let
did
it.
you
I plugged
plug
it in.
Did you find the outlet?
I had like one of those
Just
external
set it up.
chargers for my auto
Oh
blow.
man,
I just watched.
that would be sick.
I just took pictures of birds while he was auto blowing
Yeah,
himself.
you were tired of him jamming up your fucking photographs. Like, here
Like,
you
please
go.
stop ruining this hike.
It's like putting a baby in a playpen. Like, you are fucking
yeah, it's
everything
that's
up.
definitely. I was definitely thinking about babies.
You're just
during this.
put this fucking dude away.
Yeah.
Have him fuck a machine. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go take pictures of fucking hawks. And then
Warblers.
whatever. I'm pretty sure you've taken you took pictures of deer the other day.
I did.
Now, would you ever hunt? Like, if you were taking pictures, have you ever had like a time in your life where you're like, man, I'm getting pretty close to these deer. I bet they taste good.
I don't know what proximity to the deer would make me think that they taste good.
Have you ever had venison?
No.
No. You
I know
blew a
that-
dude in a covered.
I know that's so
bridge in
anti-Pennsylvania. I know.
and
I was
you've
like
never
worried.
eaten deer. What the hell kind
I've
of
like
bullshit
been
is
to
this?
people's houses that have it.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate people that hunt and like I
Sure.
get that and actually like provide for a family community. Like I get hunting for that sake.
Sure. But you would never do it.
I didn't say that.
I would never do
I'm not like gonna go all Carson Wentz, but like
Oh, well. I mean, I'm just saying.
I think people should be closer to the food that they get. Like, I eat meat, and I've never like killed something that I was going to eat, and I feel like everyone should go through that process.
What would be the biggest animal you would kill? Or do you think you could kill?
With my bare hands?
Sure.
What kind of weapons are we talking?
Nothing. Well, you said bare hands, so nothing.
Yeah. Well, because you were like biggest animal, and then I was like, what's the biggest animal I eat? And then I was like,
you have a
cow.
baseball bat? You have a baseball bat.
Okay. Wooden or aluminum?
Wooden.
Okay.
We go full old
Wood.
school here.
Yeah.
Now, there are...
I am not good at, like, I would
think
just
you could
start...
What?
I would not be good at whatever's about to happen next.
You don't think you could beat a deer to death with a bat?
I think I could. I don't want to.
How many hits do you think you get in before you regret it?
Oh my God. I'm regretting my thought right now. It's not a regret thing. See, that's the thing. I think hitting with a bat's way more fucked up than going in with proper gear and shooting for the purpose of getting the meat.
Okay. So you think...
Hitting anything with a bat is like lunatic, like unless you're protecting yourself.
What?
No one goes hunting with a fucking baseball bat.
Going hunting with a baseball bat is more like, that's like hunting. Going with a
it's not.
Yes, it is.
With a baseball bat?
Yeah.
Were you...
What I'm saying is, I would never.
Did you kill when you were little? Borderline serial killer. None. Have you ever been hunting?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah?
Killed a squirrel with a buckshot, and it was retarded.
Yeah.
But I was like,
because
this is.
It exploded?
It was just. Yeah, it was there, and then it wasn't there anymore. And I ruined the rest of the fucking deer drive, which I also think is kind of fucked up too. Is like scaring deer towards gunfire. That's like kind of lame. But I was like, I don't want to fucking kill anything that like
you killed something that people kill with their cars like every day.
I was like, I just wanted to see if I could
like,
hit
why'd
it.
I wake up early?
Yeah.
I could
I woke up so fucking early. It was February. It was freezing. It was dark out. I'm like, what am I
But you did
doing?
it. Now you can tell me that.
And now I killed a stupid squirrel. And I remember right then and there, I'm like, this would be, I'm never doing
I don't
this.
have any intention in going, but I do appreciate people that do it sustainably. I appreciate all
I'm all about, I reap the benefits of all of my.
But no, I'm not going to walk into the woods with a baseball bat. Mostly because I don't have a baseball bat.
You don't have a baseball bat? What do you have for home defense?
I'm not sharing that.
I'm not asking you to tell us the fucking.
I don't like when anyone on the internet thinks about my house at all. Like one time I posted a picture of me that was like in my living room and you could see part of my like bar cart and some guy like zoomed in to discuss the types of whiskey I had. And so I truly just eliminated everything in this one room in my house to be like a studio that just like has nothing up but sports art. So they can't see anything else.
Wow.
Like everything. Like I strip my bedding off if I'm taking a picture of my room. I don't want
that is a little don't you like do you think someone's gonna like zoom in like, ooh, 400 thread count, that's what's up? I
just don't want to talk about anything. Like the online persona is all fantasy, so
Sure.
I'm not trying to have like a chat about things. I don't mind talking about sports, but I don't need someone to be like, because some of the whiskey was like local. So they were like asking me,
and they're like, we can pinpoint where she is.
No, I'm not even worried about that because I carry a baseball bat with me places. I'm more worried I don't want to have the conversation. I want to feel real for them. That's the biggest.
I think that's the other thing too. Is it does though. It does.
I want the illusion of it feeling real, but I don't want it to. Be
it's
real,
the illusion.
real.
It's the illusion for you. It's an illusion for you that it does or doesn't feel real. To these guys, talking to you is the most real conversation they're ever going to have with somebody. You gotta like those guys who are like, zoom in on your butthole. That guy's like, and that is how I got my wife.
Yeah.
In their head, they're like, this is the most back and forth I'm ever going to get. And when they see anything, they're just like, oh, I could talk about this. Maybe if I go off tangent and not ask to see zoomed in nipple and what your bra size is, if I bring up anything normal,
bra size,
they'll be like, hey, maybe she sees me for me.
Right. That's why I eliminate that. I don't mind talking about sports or stuff about me vaguely, but that's that.
You vaguely.
Like, I won't even, like, if they ask me where I'm doing a show, I say, hey, like, that's posted on my social media, like, not here.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want them to think it's a point of conversation directly.
But they do. Anything is a point. You saying hello is a point of conversation for those dudes. Okay. And then waiting for them to be like, oh, well, what if maybe she likes, I just saw a good movie. If some
I
guy started
eliminate
bringing
all
up-
that I can for
So
myself.
what if a guy started bringing up like just random shit, like just talking about like a TV show? He's like, "Yo, how do you
I
feel about
say
White Lotus?"
that's not what this is for.
He's like, "Yeah, I understand."
I do that a lot.
And you're just like, "Yo, I get it."
I've had guys be like, "Hey, I went to your show tonight. You were so funny."
And you're like, "No."
And I'm like, "Why didn't you?" Well, if they do that and I like know where they are on Twitter, I'll be like, "Why didn't you say hi?" And they're like, "I thought you would make fun of me." I was like, "No, but now I am going to for sure."
That is retarded.
I've had people be like, "I was front row at Helium." I'm like, "Okay, why? Well, thank you for the support."
You did such a good job. You're so talented. Also, can you zoom in on your colon?
That was me breathing in the green room.
I don't know if you saw me. It's like, also, I'm covered in blood right now.
Something about a baseball bat
I
and a
don't know
deer.
if you're into that. I saw you on this podcast where like this guy was asking you some pretty fucked up questions, but I
Yeah.
did
Kill a
bite
deer
the head
for you.
off of a wobbler
Yeah.
and then I spit it in. I don't know if you're into that. Anyway,
That's how I met my husband.
would that be, do you think in like a hypothetical chance that you would meet a dude through that?
No,
No, not at all.
no, 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 no. That was for each camera. No, I need to get that
No.
across.
No way, shape, or form. Now, the other thing is, I know one chick who is having trouble.
I'm scared.
No, she's like talking about how like she has an OnlyFans, but then she's trying to date and she's trying to like have a serious relationship with people.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know if the OnlyFans is going to deter them or not. She doesn't know whether or not.
Well, then you're with the wrong person. Like if they can't, well, for me,
Gotcha.
like
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
understand.
no, I'll bring it up. I'll lay it out and just be like, hey, this is what this is. It's a little easier for me because I don't get naked.
Yeah,
like, and
that
I'm not
is-
doing
that
like
is true.
sex stuff. I'm just killing deer. No, I think I can lay it out, but it is like an insecurity thing. Like I don't know how I would feel if like I was dating someone and they were like, "Hey, I got to go to work," and work was just being like, "Yeah, look at my big
Yeah,
cock."
look at my fucking balls.
Yeah,
Babe, the office was fucked
Yeah.
today.
or like I'm like out to dinner with friends. I'm like, "Hold on, I have a work thing," and I'm like, "I'm so wet right now," and then I'm like, "Sorry, what were you
Yeah,
guys
sorry.
talking about?"
Yeah. Anyway, I'll have a large.
Yeah. How's the chicken parm
Sorry,
here?
it's so good. Also, my pussy is gushing.
Yeah, I'm
right now.
dripping for you, babe.
My God.
Yeah, give it to me just like that. Yeah, the chicken parm. Yep, thanks.
Your dick is a 5.
5, like who? So
Five.
dick
Dick
ratings
ratings.
are things that come up.
Oh, man. Dick rating.
I do dick ratings for $100.
What?
Because I personally don't understand it. Because back to the honesty point, I'm honest.
I mean, yeah. But I'm just, man.
What?
I'm just trying to think of like what would go through my head where I'm like, yo, I need my dick evaluated and rated by this woman online that I barely know, and she'll
Don't
give
know.
me
Not barely. Don't know at all.
No, in their head.
Oh, right.
If they've been talking
The
to you
idea
for,
of me,
if they've been
yeah.
talking to you for like a week, they barely know you.
Yeah.
I just don't think I could spend money on that. I've
But
spent money
eliminate
on-
everything you just said. In what situation do you need a woman to
I don't know. 'Cause
describe
in
your
my-
dick back to
That's
you?
because, dude, that's fucking just retarded.
It's I
And I'm glad you're making money. I'm not knocking
well, no,
your
no,
hustle.
I don't mind that at all. And I'm not trying to kink shame. For me, I would never be like, I can't fathom sending someone a photo of any part of my body and be like, rate
Yeah.
this, baby.
I just wonder if there's also the mirror to that. If there's like pussy ratings.
I'm sure.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
I did a lot of research when I joined OnlyFans because I admittedly don't know that much about sex work and things like this. Like, and people write scripts. You don't even have to sex. Like, I paid $30 and this chick just sent me a brochure and it's literally just sexting scripts.
Man, I hate it. That makes me. Let's go to some messages.
Why does that make you mad?
Because like if I'm paying money to like talk directly to somebody and someone's just got fucking lines,
What?
that's a bummer.
Pay more money.
I'm already paying what
Well-
I mean, how much? Nah, it doesn't matter.
Now I'm full Rain Man.
Dude, you are full tiz. Hit me with a message.
What up, Shaner dog? Digging the new pod. Just thought it was a little ironic. I quit drinking in July, and I've been listening enough to know that you've also not drank probably in a similar amount of time. What I'm wondering is, what do you do now? What's your jam? Like, what curbs your appetite for destruction? Because I'm gonna be real, man. Kind of miss fucking partying, dude. Kind of miss it. Yeah, hit me back and stay true, bro. Late.
There's no way he was sober.
I was just gonna say that is it, that guy was. You sounded a little fucked up. I'm not judging you.
I was.
And congratulations on your sobriety. Yeah, not drinking is rough. I think a lot of people immediately assume that once you stop, your life is going to get better, or you're going to have more clarity, or you're going to feel better about yourself and the way you look and blah, 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 blah. And they go into like the 12 steps and how like those are like the way to go. They don't talk about the 13th step, which is fuck everything. You feel like shit and you get mad all the time because everything is constantly blaring at you. You have no way to like turn it down. It's like a crying baby that you can't get rid of. And good on you for trying to stay as sober as possible. Anything that curbs my appetite for destruction, no. That's what I learned when I stopped drinking. I don't have an addiction to like substance as much as I do to self-destruction. So what can I do to curb it? I can't really tell you. I think I sit and think more, which is also, I would say, don't go down that road at all. What do you do, Jamie, when you don't drink?
Well, I was just going to say, we've only really been friends since you've been sober.
Sure.
The amount of time we've spent has been sober. And
Yeah.
the stories I heard about you previous, I wouldn't have been friends with that person.
That makes sense too.
And not to knock that if you were having a good time, but I wouldn't have, not
Wait,
that
what
I'm,
story did you hear about me?
stories,
Oh,
a lot of them. Shaner this. And I was just like, that guy sounds like
terrible.
not someone, and who am I? I'm not, but I think he was also asking about like, what do you do just general, not drinking? Like there's ways to hang out with your friends like without drinking, and like that's someone who
Sure.
doesn't have that need.
I mean, I think it's just harder to do.
For what you do for sure, because our hangs are always
Also,
in bars.
It's harder to do when all of your friends still drink.
Yeah.
Like it's harder to, when you are like, I'm not going to drink anymore. You have two choices. You can either, and especially if it's like a harder thing for you to get over.
Right.
If drinking was your life, you have a choice to either try and dance with it and not engage, just like, oh, I'm around it, but I'm not really
Yeah.
doing, or you can completely cut it out. And neither are really good, because once you cut everything out, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose people you wanted to be around. You're going to lose people who were like, a good
And
time.
you're saying you'd lose them because of, what are you saying? Because they want you to drink?
No.
You're just
It's
uncomfortable
because
being
if
there?
it's really that much of a control for you, you can't be around it.
Right.
Some people cannot be around it, and I totally get it. I was put in a situation where I was like, oh, I can be around it because I just don't like, you have to learn to not care.
Yeah.
And I think the longer you're around something and you realize that like, oh, it's actually just an inanimate object.
Well, and I also feel like as an adult, you kind of realize like you should be able to hang out with your friends without being fucked up.
Sure. But
I think a lot of people don't, or just even like there should be activities you could do. Like obviously bias, don't have addiction, don't understand that. Happily will go out sober and leave.
yeah. Sure.
I think you also, for me, I just have addicts in my life. Shout out. Just starting like a scroll of people.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's tough. I get it. But like, I think you also see who your real friends are real
Yeah,
quick. And
I-
if it's nobody, then you make new ones.
Listen, and I was so lucky that when I stopped drinking,
You didn't have friends anyway.
wow.
We became friends when? Never, actually.
Never really.
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. That's about it. That's the longest we ever talked. Besides this, but no, I got lucky because everybody I was friends with was very supportive and really cool, and always, no one ever pushed anything on me. But that's the other thing too, is depending on your age. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's harder to stop drinking in your 20s
Oh,
because
yeah.
everybody's fucking out of control.
Right.
It's easier to stop drinking in your 30s because everyone's like, yeah, I've been on that fucking road. I know
Right.
what it's like and I know all the thing. But to tell you the truth, it's like you get to a point where everyone's having a good time and things that you used to enjoy can be amplified with booze. You're just like,
Like
oh,
what?
sports. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Baseball? Have you ever been to a baseball game?
I love baseball, so don't go down this road.
Baseball fucking sucks live.
No, it's because you're dumb.
No, it's because it's fucking boring.
Okay.
It's boring.
That's why you're an alcoholic.
Alcohol makes baseball way better. It does. Tell
Did
me
you
it
play
doesn't.
baseball when you were little?
No.
There you go.
I mean, I was on Little League. We played
Is that 'cause
baseball.
you're short?
Yes, thank you.
Little League.
It's coming from
that what
the
you're dating at?
permanent shortstop over here.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say left out.
No. I was just saying the way you're built. But what I'm saying,
Shortstops are small. There's no fat shortstops.
what are you talking about?
You should have said first base.
I don't know how it works.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is,
Call me fat if you're trying
I'm not going to
do it.
call you fat. You're not fat. You're bigger, but not fat.
Good,
Jeez.
great. Back to this guy getting sober.
Anyway, what can I do or what can you do to curb your appetite for fucking shit up? I would say, go to the woods, get a bat. I think
Don't
you
bring
should-
your fat girlfriend.
Don't bring your fat acquaintances who love taking pictures of birds. Go to the wood, get a bat, and do some hunting that is like primal, and get a license. I'm pretty sure you don't even need a license for a bat. You just need a license to hunt, and you can just club to death, during doe season or buck season or whatever, and no one will.
Do you think he can catch one?
If you are in a tree waiting, you can come down on one. I would not suggest doing it to a buck. They have antlers. Do it to a doe.
What if he's also bigger?
Oh, then he just lands on it? See, you don't need a bat.
I don't.
Just crush a deer's spine by falling on it?
Move on. Move on.
Can we go to the next message, please?
All right, this one's only 3 seconds, so
What?
I got another one lined up.
Thank you. 3 seconds.
Shannon, you're the man.
Oh my.
That was it? Thank you.
Man, I keep having this times where I can't stop but shit myself. And I'm like, well, should I go for diapers? But, I mean, then you want to just man up and, like, hold the poop in. But
Is that manning up?
somehow your sphincter just ain't getting it done, you know?
This is very relatable.
I mean, maybe it's just me. Anyway.
Is that the end of the message?
Was there even a question? Those are all hypothetical.
I loved the tone of that message because that was a man clearly coming to grips with his body. He's like, maybe it's just me.
What would you tell him?
Well, I mean, he was suggesting
Why are the only options diapers or holding it in? Like, why no health insurance?
maybe some people don't. Man, just why are you assuming people? We live in America. We don't have the best healthcare system. Maybe people don't have
There's got to
the
be
means to an end to
but
go
there's
to a
gotta be an
doctor.
in between of those two options.
What, you go to urgent care and tell them your sphincter's not working? They're just going to laugh at you and then give you diapers and send you on your way.
I'm just confused.
They're
what
not
his
gonna-
day to day is like that. It's like those are
Sure, there are other questions. There are other factors that this guy did not.
My main question is, what made him ask you? Are you? Oh, you're Butthole King?
Butthole King. I wish, dude. But what I think this guy, this very nice man who was, looking for help, and you're out here just immediately.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't have to. Your face did all of it.
What did my face do?
What it's doing right now.
What? Looking cute? Yeah. What? I'm not really sure.
Well,
I
you don't
tried-
like. We talked about this yesterday.
my one
Your one
gripe
thing-
with
it was
coming
so
on this
funny.
pod was that I knew there was going to be bathroom conversation, and I specifically said,
Did at any point in
Can
time?
we cut the crap?
At any point in time, did I?
Tell me you liked it.
It was fucking.
You like it
great.
like that?
You're so good.
And that wasn't your fault.
I told you. I was
Your
like,
supporters.
I went out of my way not to bring up any.
Did you used to shit yourself when you were drinking?
No, I've never shit the bed or never pissed the bed either when I was drinking ever. I was pretty good about doing that. There were two things that or three things that were like pretty crazy. I never shit the bed, I never pissed the bed, and I always get home. I would never
Brag.
I mean, if I fell asleep at like somebody's house and was crashing, that's one thing. But like if I was blackout wasted at a bar, I was always getting home. I was never not like, if someone was like, you're cut off, I'm like, you're right. And then I would just go home. I would always get home no matter what.
I know you're really proud of this. Good job.
Thank you. I mean, that's better than most things that people have done.
Truly.
You know, I've never left my card or my belongings at a bar blackout wasted either. People do that with less.
That's why you're so mad about the ID thing yesterday.
Oh man, the ID thing. Don't even get me fucking started on that shit.
Was that the last message? That man not having a question?
That was the last message.
Wow. What a high note.
Wow. Thanks for all your enthusiasm.
I just have more questions for him.
Ask, because he's watching, listening.
Hey, guy. That's it. Truly, what is that like? Did they like that interaction with you? I'm curious. Like, what prompts someone to ask that?
I mean, I guess this is kind of like, you know, this
is that because that's funny to him? Yeah.
I don't know if that was funny to him. Sometimes they're like, I mean, that might have been a serious question.
And they came to you.
Yeah, you know.
So what would you tell him? Because you didn't answer Diapers.
I would say I would be like, I don't get naked. I talk about sports. I'd be like, hold it in. Hold it in for me, Daddy.
Put your diaper on.
Put your diaper on, Danny.
Pull ups, baby.
How dirty is that diaper? Is that love?
You need to get changed.
Oh my god!
That's what our advice is for this guy.
I mean, no. I would be like, don't get a diaper. That's a one-way ticket to being too comfortable with yourself. I think people who wear diapers.
But it sounds like it's happening already. So he's already having to change.
What I'm saying is, this is kind of like the dick rating thing.
Is it?
In the way that a guy who sends his dick to be rated has already made up his mind about how he thinks it should be. You know what I mean? The guy who's like, oh, I want an honest opinion. He's like, it's a 9.
Yeah.
The reason I'm sending this is because I know it's a fucking 9. It's a 9.5, baby.
Yeah.
The guy who called is like, should I wear diapers? He's like, I've already bought the diapers.
He's wearing diapers during that message.
I'm waiting for you to be like, yo,
it's
put
okay
on them
that
diapers.
You are wearing diapers. Yeah. What do adult diapers have on them? Like, because like obviously child diapers have characters and stuff. Can you get like Marvel adult diapers?
You probably can. They probably make those.
Which superhero would you like on your diapers?
Green Goblin.
Well, why?
Why? Because I'm definitely leaving a Green Goblin in those diapers. Oh, Jamie Pappas hated it.
Do you, if you're physically able to, like that man has to then change his own diaper, right?
Yeah, I think you have to change it.
Like, do you
think he's got his own table? Like he bought it at IKEA?
Yeah, that's my concern. Is like
he's like, what'd you buy there? He's like, I'm putting together my changing table.
I get his question now. Like, is it any less of a mess than just going in his pants?
I mean, you still have to wipe yourself up. I guess it's more like, how many blue jeans do you want to ruin?
What kind of job do you have that you're able to just shit yourself every day?
Toll booth operator.
You think?
Yeah.
But you're in such a confined space.
So
and they have bathroom accessibility.
I mean, not a dedicated one.
He doesn't.
How dedicated are you to your job? You know, like that's what I mean. Like if someone was like, hey man, you want this toll booth job?
I think there's a different level of dedication.
I will shit myself for this job.
That you have to write that down when you apply.
I mean, I would.
Check yes or no.
Have you ever put any funny things on a resume?
No.
Never?
No.
What?
That's a lie. No. I just remembered because I almost didn't get hired because of it.
What was it?
I had a resume. And I was always told, because I went to school for communications, like just to make it your own and whatever, and resumes didn't have to be this, whatever. So I had little graphics next to like each section on my resume. And one of them was just like a cutout of my dog's face. And she's like just very cute and fluffy. And I got interviewed by a bunch of people. And the one woman was like, why is this on here? And then the other person was like, I love dogs. And then I got the job.
Wow.
was really just threw it out there.
I mean, you really were trying to find out who really wants you on.
So no, I've never put something funny down for sure.
Wow.
But I feel like you and I maybe apply to different types of jobs.
Yeah. I mean, I've also only had like one resume in my entire life.
What did it say on it?
Well, I mean, it was basically
Green
me.
Goblin?
No, it didn't have Green Goblin on there. It was Hobgoblin. No, I think I put that I could, I like listed all my skills like in like bullet points, like, oh, I'm like this and I'm driven to do this and like I'm a good team player and blah, blah, blah. And I think I put like can fit whole fist in mouth just in between like a bunch of other crap. And then just because I think in my head, when people are looking to hire you, they're just reading like skimming your fucking thing. You're never reading it. So like the whole
they look to see if your name looks ethnic or not.
Yeah, exactly. Ryan Shaner is fucking ethnic as hell. And I know I lost a couple of jobs because of that. And it's like I had to call them to talk on the phone so they could hear my voice, and then they
like sounds short.
You know,
can't hire. Can't reach the shelves at the
Wait a minute,
Walmart.
is this guy short?
Sounds it.
He sounds pretty short. But yeah, you put that on.
Did you get the job? Did they reference you fisting yourself?
No. I mean, they thought it was pretty funny. And then
do you want to work somewhere that they think that is funny?
Yeah, of course you do. And so, but I mean,
because you want to crush at work every day.
It's
you want to go into like HR meetings, be like, "What's up?"
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the head of HR at the job I work now, and it's only on paper, but it is great that I.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Has anyone come to you recently about something?
No, because.
No, because you're not allowed to say that if you're the head of HR. Dumb fuck.
What I'm saying is no.
Because they're scared of you. I would not feel comfortable coming to tell you something.
Why?
This happened. This is public, no? Your podcast?
Yeah.
If I listened to one episode of this, I was like, I'm not telling that man anything.
I think I'm a very. Did you hear that the guy just called me to tell me that he crapped in his pants? Did you hear?
Is that a coworker?
I mean, maybe it's somebody who's getting made fun of for wearing Pampers at work, and I'm like, who's doing this?
Would you be able to tell? Like,
What,
in your
wearing-
pants, probably, if you were wearing a diaper.
Yeah.
What about Danny's pants? What are you wearing?
Yeah, you'd be
Can
able.
you give us a twirl, babe?
Danny's got some nice.
Yeah, I got khakis on.
He's got khakis on.
I should wear a diaper.
You
'cause
should.
I'm wearing khakis.
Was that you on the message?
Dude, do you like people who wear white jeans? I can't even understand their confidence. That is crazy to me.
Because of the Green Goblin issue?
Yeah. Like if you were
I wish I knew who the Green Goblin's enemy was. I wish I could make
Spider-Man.
more references right now.
Spider-Man.
Oh, then who was I thinking of?
I don't know, who the fuck were you thinking of?
What? Oh, Green Lantern.
Okay.
Because I asked you superhero, not obscure villain. He's not obscure.
I didn't. Whoa!
That was your
say,
followers.
I wasn't gonna say he's not obscure. He might be obscure. I don't know. I was just trying to make it. I was just trying to make a joke.
Oh.
What was I supposed to say?
Make it.
A
Make the
superhero?
joke. Make the joke.
Pooperman. See? How do you feel now?
Bad.
Yeah, of course you do.
I feel bad.
I bet you do.
I feel bad.
And how do you? And good.
I feel bad.
Who would you put on your underwear?
First off, it's a diaper.
Whatever. It's
I would
basically
put-
it's adult underwear.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Why?
Well,
Because you just want.
Jason Momoa-
Yeah, I was gonna say you just want Momoa near your butthole.
Why is it on my butthole?
If
I
you're
would, like, thought it'd be
crapping
the front.
on it.
No, I was thinking about peeing myself in Aquaman. That's what. Because like,
Wait, would you
the
have the
kid
ones that if
diapers
you
like
pee
change the
and then
color?
change-
That's what I thought.
He
That's
just
literally.
shows up.
And a wave came up, and
that's pretty
Aquaman
good.
would show up.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yep.
Also want some Peanuts characters on my diapers just for fun.
Because they look sad.
No, it's because when you crap, you usually have peanuts in it. It's double entendre.
I'm unfamiliar with this situation.
This is where the bathroom talk is definitely lost on Jamie Pappas. She doesn't.
Never been.
She doesn't want to talk about poop. She doesn't want to
No.
talk about pee.
No, I said pee.
You did say pee. So wait.
Now I'm gonna get messages on OnlyFans of people
That
asking me to
is-
pee on them.
And now, how are you going to field that?
Depends how much money they spend.
Hmm.
I love money. I don't care. I try to be open to people's kinks.
So you've never kink shamed anybody?
Oh, I've asked questions first. I like to set boundaries and like set it up, especially like if I don't know you.
Yeah.
And you start saying something like the guy who told me that his dom got married and he's looking for another one.
That's kind of.
Shout out, guy.
Hey man, that's dope.
It wasn't a king shame. I just more was like, hey, you need to say what you want up front and stop saying these obscure messages to me to figure out.
Wait,
what
what's
you're
an
getting.
obscure message?
He was the one that during the Super Bowl DM'd me, I'm a Chiefs fan. I want to be your bitch. Make me your bitch. I'll pay whatever. So I saw that the next morning and just sent a link to my OnlyFans because if someone says, I'll pay.
Wait, he messaged you on Twitter with that.
Yeah.
Bold dude.
Well, guys are anonymous on most stuff anyway. So it's like a fake name, fake picture. So I sent him a link
You did say that there was a couple dudes who signed up for OnlyFans using their first and last name.
Yes, I've seen you.
Which is awesome as fuck.
I don't know what the process looks like to set up an account as a user.
So funny.
Yeah. No, one
Brad
of my
Johnson.
literally
just trying to be.
I don't know if they
straightforward.
thought that part of it was private and then when it shows up. But I've seen them. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Unless I think it would be a funny bit if it was like someone we both mutually knew and they were using their name.
Oh yeah, that would be.
But no, my friend's ex-boyfriend fully put his name, photo, everything up.
That is also wild.
And bought a photo. It was before my my subscription used to be free and you would have to pay for everything.
Sure.
And he bought it was one thing to subscribe, to be maybe secondarily supportive.
Yeah, dip your toe.
But then to buy a photo, I messaged him and was like, that money should have gone to your wedding because I found out he just got engaged.
Oh, bummer summer, dude.
But again, had he just had an anonymous account, would have never known. Would have just had the money, would have not thought about it, whatever. But he was the one that had to put his full name and photo, legitimately, had a bio written on his OnlyFans. I was like, what do you loves adventures on OnlyFans? Suck my.
He's letting the chicks know that he's just out here.
Well, some of them, I guess, I get it. It's like any platform, and I do try to see it like that. It just happens to have sex work on it.
Sure.
It's like people make YouTube profiles so they can comment and stuff.
Great.
That is when you're trying to follow your ex-girlfriend's friends on their OnlyFans. Maybe
that's kind of you
grip.
probably should get an alias or something like that.
Well, guys will message me and be like, I can't follow you because my wife will get mad. And I'll be like, what's your wife's at? Yeah, where's she at? I'll message her myself, dog. I'm like, why are you telling me that? That's way worse than just subscribing and shutting the absolute fuck up.
I'd love to ask to see your pussy, but my wife will be. That's her.
She's a real bitch that way.
It's a big bugaboo. She hates that shit.
She gets really annoyed when I DM women and tell them I want to see them.
Funny
naked.
story. So we're on our honeymoon, right? This fucking waitress comes up. I'm like, yo, girl, can I see your pussy? Almost ruined the whole fucking hunt. I couldn't believe it. We're in Barbados, babe.
Babe.
Come on.
I wish she could be more chill.
Come on. Yeah. Can you just chill out?
I wish she could just relax. But you know how women.
It's the internet. Yes, they're fucked off, dude.
It's so ridiculous.
It's they can watch whatever they want.
If I were married and my husband's computer was up and Twitter DMs were going out that were I wish I could follow you on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's kind of a hard rub.
That's worse than just seeing the OnlyFans subscription by far. I think trying to set up emotional connection rather than just asking for butthole, way weirder.
Yeah.
And I said that to him. I was like, this is way weirder.
That is.
And I was like, you need to talk to your wife.
See,
this is way weirder.
Because in my head, it's again, comes back to dudes, even though they're looking at it oh, I'm talking to a lady who's clearly, this is her job, and this is what's going on, and she's probably talking to 100 dudes a day, blah, 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 blah. In their head,
they still ask me out for coffee.
They're like, holy crap. I have a chance with this chick.
The thing is, I keep saying, I do have great conversations with some of my
I bet
fans.
you do.
I do. And some of them are really nice, but some of them I do have to remind the boundaries of.
If someone came to you with a real problem, would you help?
They have.
Have you helped?
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I show a titty. I'm just
Maybe that's all they need.
Some of them I message and I'm always I'll outline their budget beforehand because similar to someone getting drunk, you don't want to take advantage of someone. Someone gets horned up, they start spending money ahead of time. So when we start a conversation, I'll be like, hey, what's your budget for this conversation? Why are you laughing at me? I'm
just saying, if there's one thing that would kill my fucking heart on,
that's why I say it before.
So what's your budget? I'd be like, well, my dick.
That's why I say it before, because if I want to know where we can go from there.
Oh man, yeah, sure. And I appreciate you. You're
I'm not going to push it. Like, if
You're
they
doing it
don't
right.
have the money to spend, because then later they'll be like, oh, I spent too much money, whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I was getting to, is that they'll message me and be like, hey, I can't spend that much money this month. I have, like, kids to feed or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds like a pussy gambling addiction. That's what they're doing. They're
so-
gambling on the fact that you might.
I've had guys be like, oh, don't you feel bad you're taking advantage of people? And I'm like, I did not. What? Like, that's like asking someone that works at a restaurant if they feel bad feeding a fat person. Like, no.
I mean,
I'm just doing my job.
There are sometimes I felt bad.
That was such a bad analogy.
Yeah,
Cut
wow.
that. Wow, I'm a fat phobic piece of shit. But you know what I mean? Like, you're just doing your job. A person is paying for a service.
Hey, everybody, did you see fat fuck at table 14?
Do not
Oh my
serve
God,
them.
do not feed them.
That's what I mean,
Do
though. When
not.
guys are like, I can't believe you sell pictures of horny dudes. I'm like, horny guys look
First
at
off,
me all the time. I might as well
Horny
get
guys
money
are
off them.
everywhere.
My parents fully know that I'm on it, and that was like my thing. I was like, guys have been disgusting to me my entire life. I might as well monetize it.
Sure.
Guys get to look at me on the beach for free. I might as well charge them $100 and pick.
I wonder if I can
online.
do that with women. Have been bitches to me my whole life.
Oh yeah.
How can I?
Maybe
how can
you
I?
should have grown.
How can I monetize that?
You could.
I guess I could.
If
but
I can
wouldn't.
monetize,
Oh, no,
guys
I
ask me to call
understand.
them pathetic.
I guess, yeah. But no bitches are going to be like, are you a bitch? They're going to be like, no, I'm not. I don't know any women
You
who.
don't got to use that word. There's different levels of being bitchy.
Pray tell.
I would never like refer to myself as bitch. Like,
Sure.
I think I'm a nice person, kind person.
But if you
I'm
wanted to be
very honest.
demeaned.
I can be demeaning. I can call guys pathetic.
No.
I wanted it?
No, if you wanted it, what terminology would I use? If you were like,
You already said it. You already called me fat.
yeah, that's just.
I don't. So if I wanted someone to like play that, like as a kink,
But
or,
you don't.
like-
Yeah, but you don't have that kink, and neither do I. So I wouldn't
No,
really
my brain
know.
is like,
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
I don't
can't
wanna-
think of things that are wrong with me that you can make fun
Yeah,
of.
but I'm pretty sure most.
I do think it's funny when people make fun of my voice. I genuinely think that, like the monotone.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like, I think that's
You do have a very Ben Stein.
that's like objectively funny to me when I hear other people do it, because since it's my voice and my cadence, I don't think about
See,
it.
that would be my kink, was to have you demean me with your. Like, I'd want an audio message of you being like, you suck.
I'll do
You're
it, $200.
pathetic.
I'll do it right now. $200.
Your dick is a
I'll do it right on
5.
here.
What happened
Danny,
to
can you
your
save this for
dick?
him? Just clip this, save it for
Yeah,
him.
demean me right now.
I have been this whole time.
I-
You can just pull out every time
I'm
I
just-
called you short.
I know, you goddamn bitch. I was there.
Were you?
Yeah.
Couldn't see you.
Well, I couldn't miss you. Anyway.
Because I'm so beautiful.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Radiant.
you got a heavy beauty to you.
It's thick. Takes up a lot of space.
So yeah. Hold on.
I have to demean you?
Good morning, beautiful. Also, let me see that butthole, please, and maybe some nips. Also, I was thinking, like, I just want you to make me your bitch. And can you, like, demean me for a little bit? Because I'm wearing some Pampers and I might shit myself. Sorry.
What's your budget like?
I think.
You poor fucking
Ooh,
idiot.
man, how do you feel about Wawa gift cards? Is that, like, in your budget?
No, that's not going to work for what you want.
Okay.
And I would send that behind a paywall, that message.
Oh, my God. So I wouldn't even be able to get demeaned?
I make them pay.
Okay, for 40,
if they ask me to
for
be
$40, what can I get out of demeaning?
I would ask you like what kind of things you'd like to be demeaned about. Like, because if a guy asked me to do that
Oh,
and he
yeah,
doesn't
so-
want me to make fun of his dick size and I do, like that would crush him.
Okay. Demean me about how I love 90s sitcoms.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
It's behind a $40 paywall.
It's $40.
And you as you or you as a rando
No,
person?
well, me as me. I'm in my head, like, if I'm doing it, I want to be demeaned. I need to be demeaned about the original TGIF lineup.
Okay. $40?
$40.
It's like 2 sentences max.
What?
Yeah, dog.
Okay, $50. What? Just
Okay, we went over this too. OnlyFans takes 50%. I have to put 30%, or they take 20%, and I have to put away 30%. for
I'm
tax.
not getting demeaned at all.
Okay, so about your love of 90s sitcoms,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, Shaner, you love watching 90s sitcoms because there's love there that you never saw in your entire life. And you like the laugh tracks because it's something you never hear on stage. and you like watching it because it's consistent and you know there'll be a happy ending, which is something you'll never have.
Best $40 I ever spent.
How hard are you?
Tell me, is it a 5 or a 6?
Was that fucked up? Ew, I can't tell. My pants just bunch up.
This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner. Thank you, Jamie, for being on the show. Make sure to
You're
call
so
the
welcome.
hotline 833-443-5300. We will address any question, comment, concern, or diaper issue you have on the show. We're going to switch it over to Patreon.